Welcome to our GEO guide.
Glad to be here.
So right now, whether you're a website owner, a marketer, or honestly just someone who relies on the internet to run a business, you need to hear this. There are websites out there getting, zero direct traffic from search engines, zero physical clicks to their homepage,
Right.
and yet they are absolutely dominating their industries.
It's totally wild to think about.
It is. And the reason why is that the fundamental goal of the internet is no longer getting people to visit your website. We are moving away from traditional SEO, search engine optimization, where you fight to be a blue link on a page.
Yeah, old way.
Right, the old way. And we are plunging headfirst into GEO, which is Generative Engine Optimization.
And that completely shatters the illusion that your website is a final destination for a user.
Exactly. So our mission for this deep dive is to unpack this incredible essay by author Jörg-Owe Schneppat. He breaks down exactly how Google's AI search is transforming website visibility, right?
Yeah, he does. If you look closely at Schneppat's core thesis, the architecture of the web has fundamentally flipped. For years, the goal was just to rank at the top of a search page. Now, as Schneppat explains, the goal is to become a trusted source that an AI actually uses to generate its own answers.
Right. Your website is no longer a storefront. It's like a database.
Precisely. It is a supply chain of raw material that an AI system relies on.
Okay, to understand where we're going, we really need to establish what's being left behind, right? The traditional search journey. Schneppat makes this huge distinction between traditional visibility and generative visibility.
Yeah, so traditional visibility is just appearing as a link. Generative visibility is being selected, summarized, referenced, or cited directly by the AI.
So websites are no longer destinations after a click. They're sources supporting an AI-generated answer. It's kind of like, traditional search is like looking up a number in a phone book, right?
Yeah.
You have to do the work.
Yeah.
But AI search is like having a personal concierge who just dials the number for you and hands you the phone.
That's a really good way to put it.
But I got to push back here, or just ask the obvious question. If Schneppat is right, and the AI just gives the user the answer,
Yeah.
doesn't that make the website itself totally obsolete?
Yeah.
I mean, why have a website if I'm just training Google's AI for free?
Well, you're assuming the value of a website only exists when a human eyeball is looking at it. Schneppat argues the exact opposite in his text. Websites aren't becoming obsolete at all. They're becoming foundational infrastructure.
How so?
Think about how a large language model works, an LLM. It doesn't actually know anything. It just predicts tokens based on semantic relationships from its training data. So a page that ranks really well in classic search.
Like because it bought a bunch of backlinks.
Exactly. If you just stuffed it with keywords, but the actual information is vague or outdated, it might fail completely as a generative source. The LLM cannot use you.
They'll just output garbage.
Right, or it'll hallucinate. The AI desperately needs high-quality sources to function. Schneppat calls this source quality.
Source quality, okay.
Yeah, a page with strong source quality gains visibility precisely because it provides the clear, reliable information the AI needs.
So you aren't trying to convince a human to click. You're trying to convince an algorithm that your data is structurally sound.
Exactly.
Okay, but this new concierge model naturally leads to a fear every single website owner has, right? Users getting what they need without ever visiting the site. The dreaded zero-click reality.
Yeah, the zero-click and low-click search behavior. People are definitely panicking about this.
Right. And Schneppat gives this stark warning that generic content is losing all its power. Basic definitions, empty marketing claims.
Copied product descriptions.
Yes. All of that is just easily summarized and replaced by AI. It's like generic content is the empty calories of the internet.
Empty calories, yeah.
It's just so easy for an AI to consume it and spit it back out in a millisecond.
The algorithm extracts the basic fact and just discards the fluff. The user's journey ends right there on the search page.
But Schneppat says the situation is more complex than that, right? Not every search is satisfied by a short answer. So when do users actually still click?
Well, Schneppat provides specific examples of what earns a click today. Users hit the boundary of what a synthesized text box can provide.
Like when they need something real.
Right. They still click when they need detailed instructions or to download templates, verify local availability, check pricing, use calculators.
Oh, like an interactive mortgage calculator or something.
Exactly. Or to read authentic reviews and get expert support. Schneppat emphasizes that a page must offer deeper value or a highly practical next step to remain relevant.
So the AI gives them the what, But your site has to provide the actionable how.
Or the localized where, yeah.
Okay, so if deep value is required to earn the click, how does the AI algorithm actually decide which sites have that value? Like, how does it know who deserves to be cited?
That brings us to Schneppat's concept of source selection.
Source selection. Okay, break that down for us.
In generative search, the system chooses its sources before the user ever clicks anything.
Wow, before they even see the results.
Right. The algorithm acts as this incredibly strict editorial board during the pre-computation phase. Schneppat notes the AI looks for clarity, precise definitions, original data, and strong authority.
So a keyword-heavy page with vague claims is just going to fail this test completely.
100%. It won't even get picked up.
And Schneppat also explains this idea of query expansion, right? Because people don't talk to AI the way they type into Google.
No, they don't. They ask massive, multi-layered questions.
Right. Instead of typing roof repair cost, they ask, how do I know if my roof needs a minor repair or a full replacement after a hailstorm? And what warning signs should I look for? It's like preparing for an open-ended interview rather than a multiple-choice test.
That is a perfect analogy. The AI maps out a matrix of related intents.
But wait, does this mean Schneppat wants website owners to write endlessly long, massive pages, like a 10,000-word essay, just to cover every possible sub-question an AI might string together?
No, not at all. Schneppat is very careful to clarify this exact stance. GEO rewards topic completeness, not unnecessary text.
Topic completeness.
Right. The goal isn't word count. The goal is to organically answer the real follow-up questions users are actually likely to have.
So you anticipate the follow-ups and embed them naturally.
Exactly.
Okay, but having the right answers isn't enough, is it? The AI needs to be able to actually read and trust your answers. Which brings us to Schneppat's points on structure and trust.
Yes, structuring for AI, this is huge.
Schneppat lays out rules for structured information, using clear headings, tables, step-by-step sections.
FAQs.
Yeah, FAQs. So the AI can easily extract the facts. It's basically like creating a highly organized, labeled filing cabinet for the AI robot to just quickly look through.
Right, because an AI doesn't read English. It processes mathematical weights and relationships. When you use clear headings or a table, you're giving the algorithm a mathematical shortcut.
You're doing the heavy lifting for it.
Exactly. And Schneppat also emphasizes that trust signals are vital.
Right. Author info, update dates, company details, reviews, especially for sensitive topics like health or finance.
Yes, the YMYL your money or your life categories. Because of this, Schneppat argues that brand visibility now happens before the click.
Okay, I have a major question about that.
Yeah.
Schneppat talks a lot about brand visibility and trust signals. But is it really realistic for a small local business to compete on trust against massive established publishers in an AI's eyes? Like Bob's Roofing versus the New York Times.
That's a great point, and Schneppat specifically addresses this dynamic.
Yeah.
Small businesses absolutely can win.
Really? How?
By building strong relevance in a specific niche or a local market. They show trust differently.
Different from just having a global reputation.
Right. They show trust through project examples, local reviews, clear service areas, things the AI highly values for local queries. When the AI expands a query looking for a roofer in a specific zip code, Bob's localized trust signals carry way more weight.
Because the AI understands context.
Exactly. And because of that, a user might read that Bob's Roofing is highly recommended directly inside the AI summary.
So they form an opinion about your brand before they ever visit your site.
Yep. Brand interaction is happening inside the AI's interface.
But if brand awareness is happening directly inside AI summaries before anyone clicks, then the old way of measuring website success is fundamentally broken.
It is. If you're just looking at raw clicks, you're missing the whole picture.
Schneppat breaks this down as his final major point, right? Visibility is now broader than just traffic.
Much broader. Success now includes being cited in an AI answer, appearing in a comparison matrix.
Right. And increasing branded searches. Website owners must now track totally new metrics. AI referral traffic, brand mentions, direct traffic changes.
Lead quality is a big one, too.
Lead quality, right, alongside traditional clicks. It's kind of like a restaurant shifting from only counting the number of people who walk through the physical door
Right.
to also measuring how many people are across town recommending their food to their friends.
That's a brilliant way to look at it. You have to measure off-site influence.
So with all this focus on GEO, is Schneppat ultimately saying that traditional SEO is dead and we should only focus on AI?
Absolutely not. And Schneppat uses his concluding thoughts to correct this misconception. Classic SEO is not abandoned.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, strong technical foundations and internal links still matter immensely. A bot still has to crawl your pages, right?
Right. You still have to pay the entry fee of having a functional website.
Exactly. But Schneppat's strategic shift requires adding a new layer. You have to ask why a generative system should choose you as a reliable source. You have to become source-worthy.
Source-worthy. I love that. Okay, let's synthesize this incredible journey through Jörg-Owe Schneppat's essay,
Mhm.
because this is a lot for you, the listener, to take in.
It's a huge paradigm shift.
It really is. The internet is no longer a collection of destinations competing for a click. The future belongs to websites that can be found, understood, trusted, cited, and ultimately visited for deeper value.
True expertise is the only currency left.
Which leaves us with a truly fascinating, maybe slightly provocative thought to end on.
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
Yeah. We've been talking all about how to feed the AI, your original human expertise, so it can summarize it. But what happens in a few years when these AI systems start scraping each other's generated summaries?
Right. Instead of going back to the original websites.
Exactly. Do we eventually end up in an internet echo chamber? A kind of model collapse where the uniquely human experiential value, the stuff an algorithm can never synthesize into a bulleted list, is just completely forgotten.
It's a slightly terrifying thought. If an AI can perfectly summarize the basic facts of what you do, what is your unspoken human value?
Something to ponder as you audit your own website's strategy. Well, thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into Schneppat's vision of the changing web.
It's been a great conversation.
It really has. We highly encourage you to explore these concepts, secure your generative visibility, and read more by visiting blue3w.com. Until next time, goodbye.